hotel. Hello and hello from a new country, Saudi. I've never really vlogged, right, from Saudi before. I've been to Saudi in 2000, I think it was 11 or 12, when I had come along with my parents for Umrah. So we had gone to Makkah and Medina, and today, now, this week, we're back in the country. So technically this is my first Saudi vlog. I'm here because I've been invited by Saudi Tourism to come here and explore Riyadh, and we're also going to be going to Al Ula. I'm so excited because the itinerary looks fantastic. Okay, so this itinerary got changed a few times. Also FYI, if you've been watching my vlogs regularly, you know that I was supposed to go on a trip in June that got cancelled very last minute because of a few things. This is that trip, and it's kind of gotten better because the itinerary is even better now, and I'm so excited to take you along with me. There's a lot of fun stuff lined up, but before we go into that fun stuff, can I just kind of vent for a couple of moments to you? I hate to start the video on this note, but I feel like I want to be really honest with you also. Bombay airport experience coming to Saudi wasn't the best, very surprisingly. You know, when you're going to a new country, you have these apprehensions, or you have like, hey, what's it going to be like? But हमारे ही देश में हमारे ही लोगों ने, they were so rude to me at the airport. I saw the way they were talking to a lot of people that were getting onto the Saudi flight. This is nothing to do with Saudi in itself. I'm clarifying. This was airport staff that I had a bad experience with. Of course, it's their responsibility to ask me certain questions, and I would never second guess that because it's a protocol that's been set in place for whatever number of reasons that they know best. But they were so rude in their line of investigation at the time. While I was in the queue for check-in, while I was at check-in, immigration gave me the stamp and then made me wait aside for a while to double check whether I was going to get my visa on arrival. So in Saudi, of course, most ideal for any country is to get your visas in advance, but because my dates were going back and forth quite a bit, I chose the visa on arrival method. I have a US visa which I have traveled on, which qualifies me for a visa on arrival in Saudi. So in case you have a similar one, that should sort you out. It was just a very unpleasant experience in Mumbai. The minute I got onto the aircraft, I flew here by Saudi Airlines, and you know, and the Saudi Airlines staff team, all of that was there. Things went very smooth, but for some reason I just really had a very bad experience with Indians in Mumbai airport. Like yesterday, I actually landed up telling the person at check-in, you know, I understand it's your job to ask me this question. Can you not make it sound like an allegation? Because it was like questions after questions after questions. Like they asked me, okay, how are you going to pay for your visa on arrival? And I said, I can pay either way. I'm carrying local currency. Before I could finish and say and card, they were like, oh, they don't accept local currency. How are you going to be able to pay for this? And I was like, I'll pay by card. I'm also carrying a card. They were like, okay, but which card are you using? And it was very offensive. Just kind of want to put that out there, that my trip started on a fairly weird note, and this was all at 5 a.m. I took the 8:25 a.m. flight, Saudi Airlines, that flies you straight from Mumbai to Riyadh. But the minute I was on the aircraft, everything was smooth. The airport situation here was so much smoother than I expected. Again, when you go to a new country, you have these anticipations of like, hey, kya hoga? Kitna time lagega? Bombay se I'm the only person here. So it's not like I had company. I wanted to get an airport OOTD, and all I managed was this little B-roll you're going to see next to me, because I was like, it's so weird and awkward to go up to someone and be like, mera photo lo ya mera video lo. Can I tell you, I actually went to KFC. First of all, you know, I never leave Mumbai airport if I have the time without eating some KFC. Band tha. It wasn't operational hours. It was a very small window जहाँ पे बंद रहता है. But there was some staff around KFC, and I actually said to him, क्या मैं आपको please request कर सकती हूँ मेरा कोई एक photo लेने के लिए? So he just smiled at me very politely and said, मैम हमें permission नहीं है किसी का ऐसे photo लेने के लिए. I said, कोई बात नहीं. In my head also I was like, I got over my awkwardness. But he couldn't do it. And then the staff at Riyadh airport was so nice. The visa and arrival girl, her name was Noof, if you're watching this, was so lovely. Talked to me about Riyadh. She also had lip fillers. I also had lip fillers. So I was like, oh my god, you're like, I actually that sounds so weird for me to have said that, oh, your lips look great, so I didn't say it like that. I said, hey, can I take a picture of you to show it to my doctor when I go back? I didn't ask her whether she had fillers or not, because some people don't want to share and I respect it. So she said, really, you have fillers too? And that's when I understood that hers were fillers, but it was such a good job. So she said, unfortunately, I'm not allowed to have you take a picture of me, but I'll send you a selfie later. And she took my number down. Guys, I make friends everywhere I go. So Jerry's texting me, hey, was your visa on arrival smooth? And I'm like, I made friends with the officer who also had lip fillers. And he goes, LOL. Okay then. So yeah, my trip started off on an interesting and then even more like better, fun, interesting note. I'm staying at the Fairmont for the next 2 days, today and tomorrow. It's a really nice, beautiful room. You guys know I like the Fairmont vibe in general. I've stayed at Fairmont in India as well. And it's quite well located, like in a sense that it barely took me 15 minutes from the airport to get here. This isn't the city center. The city center is a little bit further. But my driver said the most interesting thing to me on the way here. I'm sitting and talking to you like ऐसे ही ट्रिप शुरू भी नहीं हुआ, मेरे पास इतनी चीजें हैं आपको बताने के लिए. The driver said to me that Jeddah is really small. He's from Jeddah. He was saying if you want to go all across Jeddah, it'll take you like from one end to the other. It takes 15 minutes. He said in Riyadh, if you're driving at a 120 mph, miles per hour, from the east to the west, you can cover all of Riyadh in 45 minutes. So I started laughing. I said, in Bombay, you won't hit only 120 mph because there's so much traffic. I'm the only one finding this so funny. I feel so absolutely dumb sitting and sharing this with you. Oh my god, you're gonna think I'm crazy. Yeah. So he also started laughing. I said, no, but Bombay is quite big. Like, realistically speaking also, if you had to cover like the, you know, circumference of Bombay, or the diameter rather of Bombay, it would take you like at least 3 to 4 hours. Like, bloody hell, going from Andheri to Churchgate for some people. I mean, I live in the middle, but I know that my friends who go from Andheri to like Colaba, I have Ria, for example, lives in Colaba and her office is in Andheri, spends like 2 hours on the road right there. So, completely digressing, this is becoming a random conversation. I'm going to settle down. I'm going to pull out my things, settle things, put things to charge. Very, 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 very important. And Sana, my bhabhi's cousin, lives in Riyadh, and today is my only free day. From tomorrow, like, the itinerary starts. So I am going to meet her at some point today. Maybe have dinner with her today. So also want to go shopping. There's like a really big Sephora somewhere around here. Also, the view from my room is really nice and all of that, but the Estee Lauder company's office is right next to my window, like from next to the hotel, which is like, मैं जहाँ भी जाती हूँ कुछ ना कुछ beauty टपक पड़ता है, and I like it. I like it.
I like it. I like it.
Okay, gonna settle down. बहुत बक कर लिया. Wow, कुछ 8 मिनट के लिए बक कर लिया. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, this is my OOTD. I'm wearing, can you see my footwear? I'm wearing these sky tan sandals that basically I'm wearing all the time. This set is from Couture. Obviously, when I was like building my wardrobe for Saudi and I've sourced a lot of the pieces like this one, I've only selected like very modest clothing, loose fits, very covered clothes. This even has sleeves still here, but I mean a lot of my other stuff actually has full sleeves and all as well. That was of course given to us as something to keep in mind, that it would have been something I did organically, because this is a relatively more conservative country, 100%. I'm going to carry my on-the-go LV along with me. The original plan was to just take one of my smaller bags. I'm carrying my Gucci and my new pink Coach, but I felt like the tan was looking nice together, and I can just throw things around because I am going to the mall. I am meeting Sana's cousin, who, if she's comfortable with being on camera, I will introduce you to it sometime, but I will seek her consent before, of course. So maybe if I land up doing some shopping, it'll go into this. पानी की bottle ले लेती हूँ. ये literally flight से मेरे पास है and I've just not had it. Yeah, I'm set. Of course, I found myself inside a Sephora. So I'm swatching things. They have Rare over here, they have Fenty over here, and I'm figuring what to get. Can you even hear me over the very loud music? I'm not so sure. There you go. Hello. I am back at the hotel. आज के दिन का update आपको देना बाकी है, but for now, I reached the hotel in the nick of time. I freshened up and I'm about to go down and have dinner with a couple of colleagues in the hotel itself. I'm gonna come back from the dinner and update you on what happened in the day and what an absolutely fun day it was. But for now, I'm gonna have to be on me. Just wanted to say hi, hello, and pop in and tell you that I'm having a great day, even though it's like technically an off day for me, I guess, because there wasn't anything on the itinerary. I'll come back and update you. Hello, and I'm back here in exactly this spot. Okay, so here's what happened today. I met Sana's cousin who lives in Riyadh, and I asked her if she's comfortable with being on camera. Listen, it's totally okay for people to say no and that they're conscious. I fully understand that. So I didn't really vlog most of the afternoon, but there are some snippets of the food I'm going to put up over here. We went to this restaurant called Elements at the Four Seasons Hotel, and the food was so good, and Mija's company was even better because we literally just sat there having lunch for like 3 hours and got up. It was so nice. I had like one of the most present in the moment kind of days ever. Four Seasons over here in Riyadh, the one I went to, is attached to Kingdom Center, which is like a really famous mall. You have everything from your Zara, H&M, Zara Home, Victoria's Secret, Sephora, and then you also have like your Louis Vuittons and like the more luxury brands as well. I went into Sephora and just bought 2 things. I swear I just bought 2 things. If I wasn't in the mood to go crazy, okay, I'm not really a randomly go crazy kind of person. So I bought 2 things. I did a mini rare beauty haul. Literally just bought 2 items, to be honest. I already have the liquid blush from this brand and I really like it. I bought the Perfect Strokes mascara, which is the mini version, because I felt like I don't want to randomly spend even more money on a product that I don't know if I'm going to consistently use. So this is me giving it a shot. And I picked up a concealer. I tested the concealer out on my hand and it seemed like it would match me just fine. And I'm usually pretty decent andaze say about these kind of things. I'm not going to use this in Saudi just because I feel like in case it doesn't suit me or whatever, my travel content over here will end up not looking as nice as I'd like. So I'm going to continue using the products that I've got with me. The concealer I'm using over here is the MAC NC42 one. I could leave some links for you if you want me to leave links for you. I'm going to leave a few other beauty links over here as well anyway. This one. And so basically I bought this in the shade 330N. So like a little Sephora haul of sorts. Then I came back to the hotel and that's when I very briefly checked in for a moment. Went down, had dinner, met a few of the other creators who started coming in the evening. This is going to be a group of 12 creators. There's people who are German, Irish, who live in Bali, people who live in Istanbul, a couple of French guys. I haven't met everyone yet. I've only met 2 of the other girls yet and 1 of the guys, but we didn't really get to meet because he just came and said hi, and the rest of us were having dinner. So caught up with them for dinner, and I'm tired. I genuinely truly am tired. And what's the local time over here? मेरा phone कहाँ पे रख दिया है मैंने? The local time over here is 10 o'clock. So basically in India it's like 12:30 in my head. I need to be up and awake by around 6:37 tomorrow. Fun fact about working with tourism boards, as much as I love it, it's always tiring. And that's because there's always so much happening through the day, which I don't mind because I come in mentally prepared for it now. I've been doing what I do for so long, alhamdulillah. And I kind of look forward to it. So today, even though Mija, who's Sana's cousin, Misbah, we call her Mija, was so sweetly offering, should I take pictures of you over here? Should I take pictures of you over here? I barely got any pictures. Gonna insert some pictures over here that I did take. And I was taking pictures of like random things because I was like, no, today I'm just not in photo wala mode. Today I'm in chill wala mode because kal se itinerary wala maza aur pagalpan shuru hone wala hai. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm sorry I'm not doing a webcam comment shout out just because my brain is tired. I just sat, transferred some footage, going to also scheduled कल का vlog जो मेरे haircut का vlog है वो कल जाएगा 21st September को, जो आप at this point of time you must have already seen. So that I just sat, scheduled, got a few other data thingies done, and I'm gonna go sleep. I love you very much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Day 1, Riyadh. We have one more day to go in Riyadh, which is tomorrow. And then we head to Al Ula, which I'm so excited about. Like, I'm excited about Riyadh tomorrow, but I'm even more excited about Al Ula. Dude, the hotel I'm staying at, I obviously Googled it when I got all the details.
My mind is blown.
Okay, cool. ये मैं बार बार करती रहूँगी. Good night. Love you. Bye.